Hello, the game has started. I'm playing the bot and I have some clunky consonants, but no bingo, I don't think. I have the hunk component of a word. Hunk. I think that looks fine. 22. Rangoli, opponent scores there. Do I have something through the R? I have the TH prefix. Wow, this is an interesting rack. It looks like there would be definitely an 8. Bothering is a 9. Boothman? No. What about a BE word? Bethorn. I think Bethorn is good. Yeah. Bethorn would take an S. Bethorns. 95. Okay, bizarre. That comes down now. I've got the other blank, which is a welcome site for not seeing. I do have gore, or I have Orf. That looks quite nice. But do I definitely not have a bingo? What about an ING? Oh, ING, so 4A-ing, no, I'm not seeing it. I do like Orf. Sorts the rack out pretty nicely, and decent rack leave. I'm going with this. Okay, opponent plays cusp for 50 points. That was unexpected. I have creeding, which is not good. Receding is. I thought creeding might be good, but let's see. There's definitely going to be bingos here. Something through the O, a 4-timer. I have Segia and Hunks. Segia. What's the anagram of Segia? I'm just going to go with it. Segia for 77. Away, 41. Wow. The bot just keeps on scoring. Grovey, I think, is good. I don't have a VR play. What about C? A is good, but that's where the story ends. What about... Can I get rid of an eye? I'd love to get rid of one of these eyes. Okay, Grovey it is. Just hopefully I don't pick up another eye. This looks alright. The V does benefit from I's and E's, so not quite naivety. Invenit. No. Opponent plays joke. Okay. I have civet at a minimum. But what about... the G maybe? No, not seeing it. Seems very close to a bingo, this. Invitee. Yes. Invitee. I think is good. Does that play? Sadly not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. What about the G? Vagnette or something? No, not seeing it. Uninvite? No. Okay, civet it is. It sorts the rack out, I guess. Or what about civi? Yeah. Now, Neatons, no. Tripoli, okay, opponent bingos. He's now taken the lead. He's scoring very well. Look at that, 83, 33, 41, 50, 38, 66. Wow, he's done well. Now let's see. Nothing with the G, I don't think. Or is there? Saginate. Doesn't fit anyway. Saginate. Why does that ring a bell? Saginate. Thinking of Saginite. Okay, now is there a 7 that I'm missing here? Annotates. No, that's... I'd need another A for annotates. Wow, what is... No floaters apart from the G, so... now this I don't like it, so I'm gonna play... EA here and hope for the best. Okay, Smarten I've got. And can I get the M tripled? Smarten. Martins would be better because it already pluralizes. I don't want opponent to play. But is there a remnants through an N? I don't think the O is worth considering. No. What about the I? Minarets and raiments, but what about some fancy play? Minarets almost doesn't. Okay, I think Martens is the way to go. Oh, creates a hotspot above the E there. I'm going with Smarten. If the opponent has the S, he has the S. I get the S, which is good. He scores 48 points. Just hard to keep up with the bot. I suppose it is hasty bot. He is the strongest, so it's always going to be tough. Now I've got Fiod here for 32. Decent rack leave. No X to come, so what about a nice underlap? Something like Deem. Leaves me with no. That's 29. It gives opponent an easy W play. I don't like that. I like Fiod. I think that's the go. And what about a double D play? Anyway, I'll go with Fiod because it seems like a good score. 32 gives me the S hook as well. Opponent plays Wad. I've got Wem and Eom. Is there something that follows Eod? Eod. No. Okay, I've got to watch my time. Assy is good. Don't have an A. Burps and Sock. Zos only takes. What about OM? I might play OM on the top here. Joked. Oh, is there a DD play? That's going to score well. I'm going to go with OM. It scores well, 28. Okay, Leet. Now I've got Closed. That's quite nice. I've got Closed as well, but Closed is going to score better. Can opponent go out? Tania. Tania is good. Wow, can he go out with Tania? And something through the day? The J? Tiana or something. I think Closed is a decent play. 36. I don't think opponent can go out with Tania. Anatoxin, nice, 30-point play. Not enough for him to win. I've got a few points to go. Tade is no good, otherwise, well, LE is no good anyway. Wow, what a game. I've got EL here, so I'll just go out with that. Yeah, that looks fine. Wow, 498 to 474. Let's see what we missed. Anatoxin. What a great word. Hunk comes down for 22. That looks fine. Rangoli for 66 and long hair. Bethorns for 95 was the top play. Benthos as well. Bento. Okay, Benthon's good too. And Behoting. There were Borton. There were a few bingos, but I got Bethorns down. Bazaar for 38. That looks okay. And then Froggier. There was a bingo. Interesting that my play of Orf scored a similar equity to the bingo play. insofar as keeping a really strong rack leave with the potential of bingoing the next turn. So not much in it, but yeah, froggier through the G. Yeah. And it would have got doubled, so I would have gone for it, I think, if I did spot it, but not a big miss because of the equity. Cusp for 50 was huge. And then Segia for 77, but Kajeri. I looked at the C and I thought it does seem to combine well with these letters, but I've only vaguely, this only looks vaguely familiar. Kajeri, seen it ages ago. Now Segia, then away. Opponent hangs on to the J. Grovey for 32 looks fine here. And then Joke for 33 comes down. No bingo for invitee, and Civvy for 30 looks okay. Analyzer prefers Civet, or maybe just puts them together anyway, but a slightly higher equity, just marginal. I prefer ENT, but maybe it's on account of the consonant vowel balance, slightly heavier on the consonants, so maybe that's why it prefers to keep more vowels. That comes down, Civi, and then Tripoli for 83. Nauseate. That's got to make you sick when you miss a bingo with 5 vowels, because I have learned the 5 vowel 8s, but I just didn't think to play through that U making Rangolis. But there you go. It was available. Now the Q and the X on opponent's rack. Quist for 31 comes down. And then Martin's Smarten. Martin's did score more, but it left the E above this double letter. And you still had F's and W's and M's. And I just thought, if opponent gets in there for 50, it kind of cancels out the bingo to a large extent. So I went with the smarter move of Smarten. And then Toxin for 48 was huge. Then Fiod for 32 was the highest score. Analyzer prefers Fem at 1M. Fem across there, but it does give back easy score to opponent. A lot of these tiles go after FE, including the W, the D, the N, the T. So not a huge fan of that one. Fiod was tighter, and I did have the S, which enabled me to pluralize if I did bingo. Wud for 28 comes down. And now I've got Coddle for 35. That's 10H. Oh, there was a double D. I was thinking of that. And Coddle, opponent had no way of extending Coddle. And that was the double D I was looking for. But time pressure often forces you into an alternative play. Welcomed, and then for 28, slightly suboptimal, but not by much. Where was welcomed? That's pretty good. Although, having said that, it did give an easy bingo lane with, you've got Elation and Toenail, and yeah, maybe another bingo there. But anyway, I went with Now Bot's got this rack, and Leet for 26 was best. E closed. E closed, which takes a R front hook, obviously, but I have seen that word before, but I often miss it. E closed, look at that. E-C-L-O-S. Oh no. Oh, from here. E-C-L-O-S-E-D. Massive 86 points to go out. Anyway, that was a miss. And look how close the scores were. 1 point. So I went with Coast for 36. Opponent had Anatoxin as the highest score. And that gave me EL to go out. So that was the end of the game. A few misses there. And some interesting words emerging, especially when you play the bot, Anatoxin. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.